The answer can be right or wrong. You both people are get up. You know, okay, why I am asking you. Tell me the answer. What is the question which I asked? Get up, get up. At least tell me what question which I asked. Okay, then first question. What is the second question? That's the first question which I asked. Tell me what is derivative. Cannot aware of, right? Listen, no? Then why are you speaking to yourself?
Please come.
Okay, sit. Come to the front. Good. Okay, right.
That is very good.
Come to the front. Settle down fast. Settle down fast. So we'll have a class on derivatives. Okay, this is apart from your NISM Kona Shiksha project, right? So just even though there the one word is there, many of us may not be aware of. Silent, don't waste your time. Come fast. Come fast. Settle down. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll put it this way. Silence. Come, friend. Nothing wrong by sitting in front. Not okay. Right. Maybe the moment the first time I put it this way. So even when I was a student, maybe like the first time when I am just listening to the word derivative in capital market, immediately something which has come to my mind is what derivative. So which is basically like being a mathematics student, I know, which I used it in maths. Okay, maybe in your 11th, suppose if you have studied 10th or 11th maths, differential calculus, integral calculus. Differentiation, integration is what? Derivatives. So which means in a mathematical context, I am just going to talk about three contexts. Only then you can understand. One, let's say for example, z equal to x square plus y square. Don't worry, I am not going to confuse you. Right? So this is basically a function. Now, this is the source function. This is the basic function or source function. From this, I am going to derive dz by dx. That's what a differentiation is. Or f of x. That's an integral. Okay? Right? Now dz by dx equal to 2x plus y square. So look at, don't worry, even if you are not aware of, ignore it. So in mathematics, derivative is also a function, but this function is derived, which we have got it from the previous function. This is called derivative. This is from a mathematical perspective. Ignore this. Even if you are not aware of, ignore this. Now go and take Lifco dictionary. So when I am listening and I am hearing for the new word which I don't know the meaning, obviously what we do? This is an English terminology. Take the Lifco dictionary. Go and read. Derivative means one thing which is derived from another thing. A product which is derived from another product. Which means you think of any one product in your life where that product comes from another product. Tell me any one product. Butter from milk. Super. Okay. So in that case, look at
Butter from milk.
okay. So butter directly from milk. Right. So look, you get milk. So you have milk. Milk is the natural resource. Super. Okay, from milk, let's say for example I am getting a curd. From curd or we get from multiple products. Listen, silent. Okay, right? So now look at, so curd is the product which is derived from milk. So can I call curd as a derivative? You got the point? Can I call curd as a derivative? Can I call ghee as a derivative? Can I call buttermilk as a derivative? Paneer as a derivative? Butter as a derivative? So derivative is a product. See, look at the definition. Derivative is a product which is derived from the original product, the source product. Now, I have a question. Why do we need curd? See, we have milk. Okay, the God's creature, there is a cow, okay, there is an animal where we are getting the natural resource milk. But the curd is the one which is the man-derived one. Why a man has got invented curd? For utilization, fine. For taste, new taste, for eating. Very good. Then? Sorry? So to get an additional product, very fantastic. So value added products. My question is why? Still find the root cause. Apart from different tastes, apart from different products, think of any other reason. Maybe okay, the thought process which has gone. Preserve what? So all your five biological answers are right. Storing what? Why? I have milk, I can store milk, right? What if I store milk as it is for a longer period of time? It gets spoiled. In order to avoid the spoilage or in order to protect the milk, what we do? We go for. Rather, now I am connecting this with the finance. Imagine, when I say today morning, assume your mother bought 1 liter milk, which means what? Can I call this as an investment? I'm just relating. Your mother has bought 1 liter of milk. Can I call this as an investment? Yes, she has invested 50 rupees in milk, expecting some benefits. The benefits is the nutrients is the benefit. Okay, not necessarily always the profit. Nutrients is the benefit. Right? Now, what if mother is not utilizing the milk during the day? Let's say for example you have got to come to college, your mother has gone for some function, by end of the day when they are coming they had dinner at outside, stomach is full, okay, milk is available at home. Refrigerator is not working. What do you do? If you are leaving as it is, tomorrow morning, I will not call that as milk is spoiled, you lost your 50 rupees. Am I right? Yes, milk is spoiled, but I am looking from the finance perspective. I lost my 50 rupees. Now the question is, how do I protect that 50 rupees? How do I protect? The moment I convert that into curd, I can extend the investment of 50 rupees for 1 more week. If I am going to convert this milk into ghee, I can protect my 50 rupees for 3 months. So, what is the purpose of derivative? Protection of investments. Derivative is the product which is being used to protect the risk in the investment. You got it? To protect the risk, to protect the investments. That is the primary objective. And this is called in financial market hedging. Hedge. H-E-D-G-E. Hedge means the process of the strategy of protecting the risk. So first, now tell me, when your mother will prepare curd, the moment you buy milk, immediately will they prepare a curd? When? when they feel if they are going to keep the milk hereafter, it will get spoiled, which means they do a prediction. Can you get this point? Your mother is doing a prediction stating that if I am going to keep this hereafter, there is a likelihood of the chances of losing 50 rupees is high. What is risk? In financial market, the probability of loss is called risk. Your mother is predicting that risk. To manage that risk, they use derivative, curd as a derivative to manage the risk. This strategy is called hedging. So look at, in mathematical context, a function is a derivative. In a physical context, a product is a derivative. Now, what is our underlying asset? What is our source product? In financial market, share. Coming to this, right? Our financial product, share is the underlying asset. From share certificate, what is that I can derive? Can I get the share certificate, put it in mixie, add water, right? Boil it, okay? Keep it in the refrigerator, get a different product. That's called derivative. We can't do that. No value. What is that I can derive? Now tell me, what is the risk which is there in share? Sorry? Price will be decreasing. Super. Okay. What if the price decreases? What if the price decreases? Your losses increases. That's what a risk is. I'll take one example. Imagine all of a sudden, okay, you will see, I will go with the real practical. Hindenburg has given a report on Adani stating that lot of news. Is it a risk for Adani or not? Is it a risk for all Adani shareholders? Now tell me, assume I am holding Adani shares. How do I manage my risk? What should I do? I got Hindenburg research report. Okay, I am holding 1,000 shares. Assume I am holding 1,000 shares of Adani Ports or Adani Enterprises. Adani Enterprises is trading at 3,000 rupees or 3,500 rupees by the time when the Hindenburg has comes out with the report. I am just looking at Hindenburg report. I am expecting the market to fall. Now tell me, what should I do? Sell shares where? In the stock market, correct? That's what you are saying. Correct? Correct? Now I am asking a question. Don't change the thought process. Your mom bought a milk in the morning, went for a function, evening come back. Okay, he is also predicting that tomorrow if he is going to keep, the milk price will come down, which means you lose. Now what she can do? Correspond the same answer with what you have communicated. She would have sold it, right? See, that's what the response which you gave. She would have sold the milk to somebody. But what we do, we are not selling the product as such. We are deriving the new product and then selling. That's only then I can able to protect. Now the same manner I need to do protect. I have to keep the product. See, look at, I need to keep the milk. At the same time, I need to manage the risk. That's what hedging is. So the similar manner, I need to keep Adani Enterprise share. At the same time, I need to manage. How it is possible? Is it possible? How? Your name?
Myself, Jeyaprakash. We are holding the stocks in our portfolio. It may be chance to go down. We open the position. We take a put option in options. The loss we get from equity shares is the amount from the
Super. Okay. Fantastic. Good. But only thing is, for many people, they don't understand. Am I right? Your answer is right. I can able to understand the answer, but for many people, they don't understand the answer. Good. But anyhow, the answer is, the one strategy is correct. Now imagine. See, look at my thought process. I am holding the stocks, but at the same time, I need to manage my risk. I am just holding the stock. Maybe Hindenburg news is known to me. On the other side, somebody is not aware of the news. Can I enter into an agreement? So imagine, I am holding the stocks. I am not going to sell the stock now. I am asking, let's say for example, I am approaching Ramakrishna, right? So I am just approaching Ramakrishna, right? And I am asking Ramakrishna saying that, okay, Ramakrishna, are you ready to buy Adani Enterprises for today's price after 1 month? Look at my question. Are you ready to buy Adani Enterprise for today's price after 1 year? After 2 years? Now, because of Adani Enterprises, we are saying no. Now I am asking, are you ready to buy gold for today's price after 2 months? Think and answer. Why? See, some people say yes, some people say no. This is what the market is. Right? When you are expecting the price to go up, this looks favorable for you. Okay? When you are expecting the price to go down, you are not agreeing to. Right? Okay, no need of noise, you can just pick up. Right. So listen to the flow. Silence. No need of noise, you just pick it up. Okay. Listen to the flow. Okay, fine. Assume if I was able to identify one person. Okay, today Adani Enterprises, assume 3,000 rupees. Make it faster. Okay. This is 3,000 rupees. Only me, I am expecting the price to fall. But the world, there are other people, they are expecting the price to go up. That's why I said, there is no reason to speak. If you want, you pick it up, otherwise, leave it. Okay, right. So now what I can do is, imagine as if I am going to do this. I am identifying a person who is willing to buy, but not now. He is willing to buy after 1 month, or after 2 months, after 3 months. I am willing to sell after 3 months, but for today's price. So I am holding the shares. Now, the moment he says yes, he is willing to buy, what is that I am going to get? Imagine I am going to speak to him. He says, okay sir, I will buy after 1 month for today's price. And I am saying, I am ready to sell the same shares after 1 month for today's price. Now, to confirm, what is that I need to do? I need to prepare an agreement. Right? So I am just preparing an agreement and I am giving it to him. Previously, what is that I hold? I hold shares. So which means, maybe don't think on a different perspective. Assume if the share is a certificate. If the share is a certificate, I have a paper. Now what is it I got? I got another paper. So which means, what is it I have derived? What is it I have derived? Agreement is the word which I have derived. Are you getting it? Okay? So here in financial market, agreement is a derivative. Okay? In financial market, agreement is a derivative. So that's why the other name for agreement is contracts. See, look at this is a simple concept, okay, but complex one. Concept is simple, but we make. The moment you read the definition in a book, I'll tell you this is what the definition in a book. Derivative is a product or contract whose value is derived from the value of the other product, which means the source product. Derivative is a product. Look at the definition. Derivative is a product. Curd is a product. The value of curd. How do you fix the price of curd? Based on the price of milk. Now go through the definition. Derivative is a product whose value is derived from the value of source product. That source product is called as underlying asset. In the financial market, I am going to buy a contract, which means he is going to buy a contract, I am going to sell a contract. Now I need to enter into an agreement, right? So when I say I am going to enter into an agreement, I have to write all. To whom? So who is the seller? Who is the buyer? Which product I am going to sell? Here in this case, I need to write Adani Enterprises. How much quantity I am going to sell? Right? Assume 1000 shares. At what price I am going to sell? 3000 rupees. What is the total value? What is the total value? 1000 into 3000? 30 lakhs. Now, is he going to pay 30 lakhs now? No. But is he not going to pay anything? He has to pay some advance amount, token amount. Only then the contract gets confirmed. So he pay only the advance amount. Let's say for example 1 lakh rupee is paying. How much? 1 lakh rupee. The remaining amount of 20 lakh, 9 lakhs rupees he has to pay in the future date. I am calling this as a delivery date. Right? And both the party sign it. What is that I have? Share. What is that I have derived? So this is called derivatives. Now, does it looks like a bill? See, the moment I look right and written this, does it looks like a bill? Does it looks like a bill? No. Shut off. So there you pay full amount, here you pay only the advance amount. That's the reason we call this as a contract. Now, shall we name the contract? What is the name of this contract? When I am going to buy? Next month. Somebody can enter into a contract to buy next week. Somebody can enter into a contract to buy next year. Somebody can enter into a contract by next quarter. So time can change. What is the alternate name for next?
Forward.
Yes. Forward. Right? So the alternate name for next. Imagine, I don't know how many of you have seen the tape recorder. Or when you are watching TV, if you want to see the subsequent scene, forward button. So which means anything which I am going to do. See, look at this is the first product which we derived. Derivative is the first derivative product is forward contract. What is forward? Now I am going to define the forward contract. It is a contract. Forward is an agreement between who? Between the buyer and the seller. For what? To buy or to sell. What is that we are going to buy and sell? The underlying asset. Here the share is the underlying asset. The general, we are going to define, generalize the definition. The underlying asset. How much quantity? Pre-decided. Specified quantity. At what price? Specified price. When? In the future date. Now write the definition. This is what forward contract is. So now first write the definition of derivative. Derivative is a contract. So in financial market, just for your understanding, I was taking to the mathematics, I was taking to your physical products. In the financial market, derivative is a contract whose value is derived from the value of underlying assets. Is it clear now? Now, the first product, forward contract. It's an agreement between two parties, or it's an agreement between the buyer and seller to buy, oblique sell, which means or sell. Okay? The underlying asset, or the specified quantity of underlying asset. It's an agreement between the buyer and seller to buy or sell the specified quantity of underlying asset at an agreed price on or before the specified date, which is a future date. On or before the future date. It's called forward contract. Can you think of any example? Can you think of any real-time example for forward contract where you go pay the advance amount?
Home, sir. Home.
Super. Real estate. Okay? Real estate. Whenever you are thinking of buying a land, you just pay only the advance amount, get the agreement, later point of time pay the remaining amount, register your name. Okay? That's a many type. Okay? So this is a typical example. Any advantage of this? Why should I go for forward contract? I can fix the price. Pre-booking. Super. Okay? I can fix the price. Right? There. Right. Okay? I can prefix. Listen. Fine. Listen to the answer. Enjoy at the same time. Okay, continue. Right. Okay, I can prefix. I confirm my supply. I know that this house will not be sold for anybody else. Okay, I am the buyer of the house. To confirm the product as well as to confirm the price. But what is the limitation? Any negative by going this contract?
Real estate value.
Super. After entering into an agreement, what if the price goes down? I will into a loss, or I am losing the opportunity benefit. Anything else? There is no regulatory. Imagine, okay, I have entered into an agreement, right? At the time of taking delivery, what if they are not giving? This is called as counterparty risk. This risk is called as counterparty risk. What if the price goes? I will be losing. This is called price risk. Okay? And if I want to sell it to somebody else, is it easy to sell? It's not easy. Liquidity is less. So liquidity risk. The advantage of forward contract is, one, you are prefixing the price, you confirm the supply. The limitation is liquidity risk, counterparty risk, price risk. Okay? Now, how do you overcome this? We need to identify the root cause of each and every risk. Okay, how the counterparty risk can be eliminated? Now we need a regulatory so that the other person cannot default. That's where if the same contract, if I entered with Ramakrishna directly, then it is called forward contract. Instead, I do not know who is Ramakrishna, who is Ramakrishna, or okay, who is Akash, who is anybody. But there is an exchange. I am buying a contract, on the other side Ramakrishna comes and sells the contract, but I really do not know I am buying it from Ramakrishna. But I am buying it through stock exchange. This is called, the moment I do this, it is called futures contract. There is a small difference, right, in the parameter. So this is called futures contract. So now, since it is being shared in the screen, now the liquidity is also easy because the entire world or the entire India is looking at only one market. Otherwise, if I want to find Ramakrishna, I need to come to Nellore, right? Or if somebody is there in Chennai, they'll have a different market. Somebody is there in Hyderabad, they'll have a different market. But when it is there in an exchange, whether you are in Chennai or in Bangalore or in Hyderabad or in Nellore, everybody will come to stock exchange. It's very easy. Volume is also higher. Liquidity is also easy. So can we eliminate the liquidity risk? It is getting reduced. Counterparty risk. Since the exchange involves, the settlement is being guaranteed by the exchange. They will take care of the mechanism. So the only one thing is which is missing. There also the price risk is there. You got the point. So to eliminate your counterparty risk, to eliminate your liquidity risk, we have got futures contract. Now, when I say forward contract, in forward contract, buyers and sellers. Yeah, working. Initially it was working.
So the forward contract having buyer and seller.
the time of contract, the buyer or seller, one person will pass out together. What will you say?
That's what the counterparty risk is. Whether he is passed out or he is run away, whatever he does, I am not going to get the product. If seller is not there, buyer will not get the product. If the buyer is not there, seller can't deliver the product. That risk is called as counterparty risk. Why do I call? Either for me, the opposite party is creating a risk. For him, I am creating a risk. This risk is called as counterparty risk. Good, super. You got it? You got it? Great, you got it right? You got the answer? Yes. Right. Okay. Now the third is price risk. The advantages of futures. Now we'll go a little bit deeper on this. So forward contract, since let's say for example I'm meeting Ramakrishna, okay, he says sir you don't have 1,000 shares. Now I need only 100 shares. Can I enter into an agreement? Yes. Assume I'm meeting somebody else, right? And they want only 125 shares. Can I sign the contract? And I'm meeting somebody else. They want to buy 114 shares. Can I sign the contract? Because I am the decision maker, I can change. But if I go to exchange, assume I got a contract to sell 114. The other person comes and asks for 90. Can they break and give it? You can't break the contract. When I am creating a contract, I can split it. But when I can't break the contract. So that's why exchange is fixing certain norms. Let's say for example, what is this? Fantastic. Okay. If you go to the shop, how do you ask for this? We are adding one more word, whiteboard marker or permanent marker. Then, which color you want? What are all these characteristics? Can I call this as product specification?
Yes, sir.
If you want to buy, wherever you go, you have to talk the specifications. So similar to that, this contract has got a specification. What are the contract specifications? Whatever I am modifying, which is going to be a contract specifications. Number one, instead of Adani, can I buy Reliance through contract? This is called as underlying asset. Okay, can I 1,000 quantity? Can I enter into a contract to buy only one share? Exchange will throw this stone. Right? So we don't buy. But because one share is not risky. So this is called lot size. Okay? Can I buy, what is that? What price I am going to buy? This is called future price. Because I am not going to fix the price today. At what rate I am going to buy? After 1 month. That is called as future price. When I am going to take the delivery? Sometime. Okay? That day. If not, if I am not taking the delivery after this particular date, whether this paper is valid? Invalid. So which means that day is called as expiry date. That date is called as expiry date. I have to pay some advance money, right? And this advance amount in financial market it is called as initial margin. This is called as initial margin. The total value of the asset, it is called as contract value. You got this?
Perfect. This is one of the most beautiful explanations I have seen. Jim, my doubts are answered by
Thank you. Okay, this is what derivative contract specification is. Whether it is forward, futures. The forward contracts, as I was mentioning, okay, I can change the quantity, I can change the expiry date. So which means all your forward contracts can be customized by the buyer and seller. Forward contracts can be customized by the buyer and seller because they are involved directly. And when I am dealing with exchange, I can't decide. Who decides those? Exchange decides. That's a standardized contract. So forward is a customized contract, future is a standardized contract. They standardize in terms of specifications. Now I will give you a real-time example. How stock exchange in India, NSE, the National Stock Exchange is the one which highly participative or active market in derivatives. Right? They fix the underlying asset. Almost in NSE we have got 2000 companies, but we have got only 200 companies are allowed to trade in derivatives market. Number one, underlying asset. Number two, lot size. How do they fix the lot size? They fix a lot size in such a manner the contract value should be always between 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. Imagine, I'll take a typical example. Guntur, which is famous chili, right? So imagine I want to buy chili from Guntur. Is it advisable to buy 100 kgs from Guntur to Chennai? So what is the minimum quantity which is advisable? At least the truck size. Even 1 ton may not be sufficient. At least the truck size. What is the capacity which can hold in a truck? That is why I can compensate under cost. Even to carry 1 ton the same expense, even to carry 5 tons is the same expense. This is called as economic order quantity. Optimum size, optimum quantity, right? Okay. Now for commodity derivatives, imagine if I am going to buy chili through agreement, then the lot size will be based on the logistics. Look at it. Now just understand. Even we have commodity. Instead of Adani, I can write gold also. In the agreement, instead of Adani, if I am going to write gold, this is called commodity derivatives. Instead of Adani, if I am going to write USD INR, this is called currency derivatives. That's it. The concept is very simple. The moment you understand what is derivatives, it is easy to replace. Right? So since I said what size, which is the wholesale market for gold? Gold. Not gold. GOLD. This is the famous market, location, physical market, location. Mumbai or Ahmedabad. Right? So imagine, can I go out with a truck and bring the gold? Can the exchange fix the lot size as 1 truck size? They can fix, I am not affordable. Right? So, a commodity market has lot size based on 2 variables. One is on the truck size, the other one is on the value. Whichever is convenient. For gold, it is on the value. For agri commodities, it is on the truck size. But for stock, am I going to carry stock? Share? No, it's electronic form. So which means what is the affordable metric? Value basis. That's why NSE fixes a value of, it should be minimum 5 lakhs, maximum 10 lakhs. It should not go beyond 10 lakhs, it should not go below 5 lakhs. In such a manner, they will decide the lot size. Imagine a stock is trading at 2,000 rupees. Imagine a stock is trading at 2,000 rupees. How many lot size can be? It should not go below 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs divided by 2,000, 250. 10 lakhs divided by 2,000, 500. All days now the exchange will decide a lot size is going to be between 250 to 500. So they fix it as 400 or 300. So that even a price fluctuation immediately will not bring down. You got it? That's how the lot size is going to be. So standardization. All your futures contract are standardized contract. Have you got it? Now, what I can do with futures? That is the next question. The first objective. What is the primary objective of derivatives? To manage the risk. That is called as hedging. HEDGING. Managing the risk is called as, the financial terminology for managing the risk using derivatives market is called as hedging. Right? So that's the one. Clear? Are we clear now? That's the first objective. Look at. Now we will go back. What is the primary purpose of third? What is the primary purpose of third, CURD? To manage the risk. Now, for what purpose we are using it? For consumption. So the similar manner, now using derivatives, I can trade, I can speculate to make more profits. I'll tell you how. Okay? Right. Imagine I I'm just taking an example. Is that clear now? Contract. What is futures? I'll talk about options tomorrow. I don't want to be confused today itself, right? We will talk about options. That's the next product which is about option. Now we have two different products. If I'm planning to buy share, I can either buy it in stock market directly, which means real-time market, equity market, or I can buy through derivatives market. So one is spot, the other one is futures. Now so far we learned what is futures. Now assume I am an investor, okay, or I want to be an investor. I am planning to buy 1000 shares of some XYZ company. The stock is trading at 500 rupees. Now I have two choices. One is I can buy in equity market, so which means entire 5 lakhs I can give now itself and I can get the stock in my demat account, correct? That's a one approach. Or the other approach, can I enter into an agreement with somebody through exchange to buy the same 1000 shares at 500 rupees on future date? So which means, will I invest the entire 5 lakhs rupee? No. Assume I am investing 20% as the initial margin. Now I am using the terminology. 20% as the initial margin. How much I need to invest? 1 lakh. Correct? After 1 month or within 10 days, imagine this is going to happen, not in a single day. Even if it is single day is also fine. Imagine in 10 days, this 500 becomes 550. Let's take the same Adani Ports. On Friday it was around 450. Now it is trading at 510. Same Adani Ports. Friday it was around 450 rupees. I am just giving the round number. If you want to talk about the exact number, okay, we can also. Today it is trading around 510. I am just expecting in 10 days. Now tell me, let's say A invested in spot, B is doing a trading through derivatives market. What is the gain which he has gained? 50 rupees into 1000, 50,000 rupees. How much? Suppose he bought a contract. Now the price went up to 550. What he can sell? Sell what? This is where a good question is. Can he sell the shares? He has what? He has a contract. Now he can sell the contract only. This is called derivatives trading. Look at here, I am doing a share trading. Here I am not doing a share trading. Here I am doing a derivatives trading based on shares. This is called equity derivatives trading. You got it? Here you do share trading. Here you do equity derivatives trading. So you are selling the contract. So, but as soon as the value increases, the contract value also increases. If the value decreases, now you will define derivative is a contract whose value is derived from the value of source product. If the value of source product increases, contract value increases. If the value of source product decreases, contract value decreases. Now, how much he has gained if he sold a contract? He also gained 50,000 rupees. So which is best? Both are same, right? Why? Fantastic. Look at the ROI. Return on investment. Here I have invested 5 lakhs rupee. I got 50,000. 10% is my gain. How much is the gain? 10%. Here he has invested only 1 lakh rupee. Gain is 50%. This is called as not trading. The real word I will use is speculation. Why do we call this as a speculation? Your answer is right. My question is, why do we call that as a speculation?
Keshav is there. Keshav, keep mic.
Why do we call that as a speculation? Yeah, Akash.
Sir, we don't take any risk.
No, we take risk. Speculation, we take risk.
There is no.
No, but anyhow, prediction is there. What do you mean by risk? Obviously, risk is there. Prediction is fine.
Play, Keshav. Play with
For
this.
trading in short terms, high returns.
High returns is fine, but even let's say for example, high return, even 10% is also high return. Let's say for example, if I am keeping that 5 lakhs rupees in a bank, I'll be getting, if I am keeping in a bank, I'll be getting in 1 day or 1 month itself 0.5%. Here 10% in 1 day, which means that is called high return also in equity. It is not the case.
Calculated.
No. I'm asking for, if somebody can give me answer for this, I think you are excellent. No, that's fine, but beyond that, I'm looking for only one answer for a speculation. Predicting the future price, fine. Specific? Derivative is fine, but the one word which I'm looking for, okay, leverage.
That's
Leverage. I tell you, investor is the one who invests his own money. Forget about all other parameters, whether you are predicting, not predicting, that is a different question. You invest your own money, which means, assume if I have 10 lakhs rupee, if I am buying a stocks only for 10 lakhs rupees, holding it for long term, then I am an investor. If I have 10 lakhs rupees, I am buying a stock worth rupees only 10 lakhs, holding it for short term, then I am a trader. If I have 1 lakh rupee, buying a stock worth rupees 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, this means leverage. Right? Anyone who takes leverage either for short term or for long term, then you are a speculator. So derivatives gives the benefit of leverage as well as the risk of leverage. What if the market comes down? You lose 50%. The same manner. That's what the risk is. Okay? So, in derivatives market, we have two people. One is the person who to manage the risk. That's who is called as hedger. There is another person who comes to the market to take the risk, to make profit. He is a speculator. Right? And there is another person. Since we have two different markets, one is the spot market, the other one is futures market or derivative market. I can buy in one market, sell in other market if there is a difference. This is called as fantastic. Okay? This is called as arbitrage, and these people are called as arbitragers. So product is one. On what we are going to use, you can categorize the people as hedgers, arbitragers, speculators. So product is derivative. So hereafter, what do you mean by derivative? The first answer, it's a contract. It's a contract. Derivative is a contract. If the contract is directly between two parties, then the product is called forward. If the contract is going to be through exchange, then it is called futures. When I enter into a contract, I have to buy the asset and the other person has to sell the asset at an agreed terms in the future date. I cannot escape from it. That's why I am going for a counterparty risk. In the case of forward contract, liquidity risk, price risk. In futures contract, we don't have the counterparty risk, we don't have the liquidity risk, which means limited. Price risk alone is there. To overcome the price risk, we have invented another product that is called options. See, any product, maybe like in reality, any innovation which happens to overcome the limitations in the previous products. any innovation which happens to overcome the limitations in the previous products. So the same manner, okay, first derivative is a forward contract, second we have got futures, third we have got options. So when we go for options, theoretically, maybe like I use the terminologies now, we have two types of options. One is call option, the other one is put option. Very good, okay. I'll explain more about call and put tomorrow. Right? Anything else you want to understand? If you have got any queries, you can ask me.
I think that is one of the wonderful explanations. Even my doubts are also clear. I think real Jeyaprakash sir came out after the break because slowly he started because railu patali kisaru kada. I have just 2 minutes to close. Anybody wants to give feedback on today's session? Today's session, please, one of you come and Akash, first I will give to Shivaram.
Very good evening to one and all. My name is K. Jeyaprakash. Actually, we are very lucky to have this session by Jeyaprakash sir, and we have been listening to the terminology of the stocks and market exchanges, and this is really very awesome, sir, having you here. And we don't know all the we have listened to all the terminologies, but we don't know the exact meaning of what is what. And we came to know the practical ideology with the examples with you, sir. So this is really very amazing that we have you here, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, my name is Jeyaprakash. I can't know these kind of things. So, but with your session, I have learned a lot of experience how the stocks are being traded and how the derivatives are being traded and how the futures can be predicted in this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's only trailer. Tomorrow we'll have full picture with Jeyaprakash sir. Now must I request girls to leave first?
Photos are listed.